Fourth stage, reproduce. So reproduction, we all know what reproduction is, right? The reproductive organs inside of a female create new children. In order for that to happen, there has to be an influence. There has to be something that comes into that organ to then create, based on DNA, something new. So literally, the giver gives to the receiver then grows the seed, and that seed then reproduces. So as leaders, if you can reproduce yourself in other people, what you've done is you've said, I'm going to give to you, I'm going to invest in you, and that person receives from you the seed that you have. So your character, the way you think, the way you talk, all these things, the ideas that you have, they receive that, and then they grow the seed in themselves so that they can reproduce something that looks similar to what you are, but now has their spin on it. When I'm managing someone, I can say this person has a personality type. They don't necessarily have to think and do everything exactly the way I do. I don't need clones of myself. What I need, though, are people that understand my values. So when I'm leading, I'm putting my values, I'm putting my core values, I'm putting my DNA, the way I see the business, into them so that they can then take it, make it better, and now reproduce something even cooler. So in essence, you've now scaled a whole new level of leadership when people aren't just respecting you and listening to you, but they're actually you are actually reproducing yourself inside of them. The idea that you take a group of people, you train them to become and think like you do, so they can go and spread the message that you have. So in business, when we look at reproduction, what we're saying is to grow a team of people that don't just respect you and listen to you, but actually begin to think and operate the way you do at a level that you want to do it at. So now if you look at business from a hierarchy, and you go, if I look at the CEO of any company, I can tell you the issues that they have inside the company. If I go, this is a sales guy, he's really good at sales, guarantee you they have operational issues inside the company. Because that person's DNA is sales-oriented. And so he will reproduce sales inside of people. Now, and if he's not really strong, he'll get an amalgamation of a lot of different things. That's a $10 word for you. He'll get a lot of things because he has no real leadership. And so he could have some areas of strong operations, some areas of strong sales, but nothing really concrete. So there's nothing wrong with going, hey, I'm really good at sales, so we're going to be a sales organization. But what has to happen then is we have to then be able to pivot and say, I need to find operations people that can be the strength on this side so that the two together can have a really good turnout. So essentially the giver to the receiver grows the seed reproduces. Does this make sense? Have you seen this in your life? Has anybody had a leader in your life where they've done this or helped, like you didn't even realize it, and next thing you know, you're like saying things they say, or you're talking like they talk, or you're doing those things. Our parents, we're with them from the time we're born usually till later on in life, and they've given us like quite literally their seed. We become like them, we look like them, but then even over time, we pick up their mannerisms, we talk like them, all of those things, we're becoming like them. So it's a great example. So in leading ourselves and then leading other people, is there a way to apply this? Like, how do we reproduce ourselves into other people? It's investing, really. So when you see each person as an investment, not as a cost. But again, that also then goes back to who do we choose to invest into? Because if this person, the receiver, isn't going to be able to grow the seed that you give them, should you be investing in them? That's a tough one. That's really tough, isn't it? Because it's like we want to, but the amount of time, like all of you are here because we decided to take a chance on you because we felt like you would receive from us and you would grow something inside of you that then would reproduce a harvest for us. Does that make sense? Like, there's no way you'd be sitting in this room if I didn't feel that about you. That's the way I look at it. And then the people that stick long term are the people that have been able to do this at a high level, meaning that they've been able to really do it. And because they're not just thinking and acting like me as the leader, but they're actually taking some of the things I've done and they go, let me make it even better. And that's now you really tapped into something.